see what happens. Okay, so we have another one. Are we ready for the next one? Can I just say that Vicky, you are one of the loveliest people we definitely need to meet in the new year. Chloe, honestly, I don't mind driving up. They only get here on Saturday, but I don't mind driving up on Sunday and doing it if you want me to. I really don't mind. I really don't mind if it helps. If you can't get somebody to do it on the expat page, I really don't mind. I really don't mind. Anyway, right. We've got another dilemma and I'm waiting to see. Heart of Gold. Honestly, I will drive up on Sunday. It won't bother me. If you really can and you're going to be worried about the car, I would rather you just get it. I'll get Colby to bring it with him and then we'll drive up on Sunday and I'll do it. I really don't mind. I'm offering to do it. If you can't get anybody else to do it, then I'll happily do it if it means the cat will be able to get in and out of the house. Okay? Right. Right. Are we ready? Sorry, Chloe had a dilemma. And we're just trying to sort the dilemma out. She needed a cat thing and Colby was going to bring it, but Colby comes the day after she leaves. So she leaves on Friday, Colby comes Saturday. So if he brings it with him from Amazon, it means that she's not here. So I'm offering to go up to hers, who is a bit of a drive away from where we're living, but I don't mind going and doing it if it means that the cat, can get in and out properly. So that's Chloe's dilemma. So unless you come into Turkey before Friday, you can't help Chloe. Right, are we ready? Hi, hon. I have a non-verbal 2-year-old boy who hates shops, etc. So when I'm in a shop, he makes noises and people look and judge me every time. I'm looking for some tips on how I can stop it as it's getting me down. So, you see, I've got a dead easy solution to this. Let him fucking look. But not everybody's like me. So maybe I'm not the best person at giving advice on this one. Because I would actually go, have you seen enough? Because that's what I'm like. That's just what I'm like. I don't give a shit. You know, if somebody is looking at me because, I mean, you've got, I do have a little bit of like, so as a lot of you know, I'm Darren's older brother, David. I'm his appointee. And David is autistic with a learning disability. And David says what he sees. So Colby has a friend who's about, how big's Jack? About 2 foot, 2.5. How tall's Jack? 3 foot? 2.5 foot, 3 foot?
3 foot. No, it's
3 foot. He's about 3.5 foot, something like that. And he is lovely, but he's got this growth issue that he's had since he was a baby. And David just walks up and went, why is he so little? Because that's just how David is. He just says what he sees. So if we're out with David and David isn't understanding something or whatever, I don't care if people look at me or if David self-harms by hitting himself or biting himself. I don't actually care. Do you know what I mean? I just let people, yeah. So let's see what you're all saying. Let him do it. Ignore them. Those people are uneducated. I'm a mama to a SEND child. You get used to the looks. I love that. Follow SEND teacher here. Try and go along with the noise or get him a busy bag. Oh, a busy bag. I don't know what one of them is. Let them look and ignore them yet. Let them look. That's exactness. I have found Smiler. Who has? You don't even know what Smiler looks like. Same here, but what about the sunflower lanyard? There's an idea. Let them look. My son's autistic. I always ask if they have any questions to make them aware. I've noticed them staring. I love that, Nonna. I love that.
They have quiet hours in shops.
They do have quiet hours in shops. They do. You're right. Darren's just saying they do have quiet hours in supermarkets. Can you not get a lanyard? Give him a piece of paper and a pencil and let him pretend he's doing the shopping. People, right, there's another one. People will look regardless. Yeah, they will. My son's the same. He's autistic and I feel they're always looking. Distraction. Always ask if they have any questions. It makes them feel uncomfortable. I absolutely love that. That's exactly how I would be, Vicky. You get used to it. The look, right, okay, I've had all this. A busy bag, a little bag with lots of fidget toys in that will keep him distracted. I love that. Good evening, Rena. I stare back with their dirtiest look. Is it too noisy for him? Maybe ear defenders could work to cancel out some of the noise. I love it. Sometimes people stare out of curiosity. He's making those noises to communicate, so you communicate back with them. I love that. Love it. Just them. I have an autistic son, just like them. Yeah, noise cancelling headphones. My kids have the lanyards. They really do help. Right, okay. It may be, but he could be stimmering for other reasons too. Yeah, okay, thanks, Alison. If he doesn't like the noise, get him ear defenders. My son is the same. I learned to live with people looking. You're always going to get them looking with fidget toys. Yeah, you always are. Oh, what's he doing in here? What's that fucking Birdman doing in here? I can't get rid of him, honestly. He's like a boil on my ass that keeps reappearing. Hiya, Paul. Are you all right, pal? My son's autistic and learning disabilities. There's a load of really, really good ideas here. Adults are sometimes worse than children. They boil my blood. I know. Tell me about it. Honestly, he's a right nightmare, that Paul, isn't it? Right nightmare. Sounds like he's trying to communicate. Right. I do hope that and that question will actually help an awful lot of people, because I do feel that it is, a lot of people are uneducated and people do stare because somebody is different. It's not always that they're staring because they're being rude. They might be staring because they don't understand. Psychic Master Heal, piss off somewhere else because you're not wanted in here. Taxi for psychic. Right, taxi. You're taxied. You're taxied and you're out of here. I have an autistic nephew. He was the same. I just used to talk to him and distract him. Yeah, I don't think people realise they are staring, quite possibly not actually, you know, Laura. Sometimes people might actually not. People might just be more curious as to what all the noise is or whatever, and not necessarily staring at. Yeah, could be. But I think there's quite a few good answers there, guys. I really do feel there's quite a few good answers there. So we're asking, we've got another one. Are we ready for the next one? I think quite a few of you may be able to help with this. Hi, Vicky, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Sometimes the noise can startle you and you turn around to look and then feel bad for looking. Yeah, you could be. I always found before my little girl I stared, but it was out of curiosity, not rudeness or judgment. Yeah, get that. So yeah, I hope that helps. So there's a lady who I have a chit chat with off the app. She's doing amazing. She's doing amazing. I am going to give you a little bit of background. So this person has a very, very controlling, narcissistic mother. Okay. This lady is an adult and her mother is extremely narcissistic and extremely controlling. So I am going to give you a little bit of background, because what she's wanting is some help with how to deal with a narcissistic, controlling mother. Okay. So she has a lot of things that go way, 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 way back. She does have her own life, but her mum always wants to be in her life, and if she is, she's always affecting it. She'll always say things, say something when this person, right, we're going to call this person Claire, okay? So when Claire makes her own decision about things, mother goes off like a bomb if she doesn't agree with her. And right now she's got so much going on because she's moving work, etc. She doesn't always find the confidence to actually confront her mum. It's easier really just to go along with it. She is needing to build her confidence when you have such a controlling mother. She's also been saying this week that breaking that contract with my controlling and narcissistic mother, there are moments when I have flashbacks for, e.g., remember once landing a job at the Trafford Centre, was a manager went over to tell her all my family friends were well pleased, and she just said, are you sure you can do that? So then obviously Claire then sat judging herself, thinking, could you, couldn't you? Then she said things like, she's a good little eater, look at them arms and legs on her. Easier said than done. Thanks, Teresa. Thanks, Nicola. Thanks, Teresa. So if you've already tried to speak to her and you've already told her and yet it's not making a blind bit of notice, then maybe, like somebody just said, you need a 3-month break and get her told. My brother's not seen my kids in years. I don't have a mum, she died. That's sad. I miss my mum so much, it's heartbreaking, but my life is so much better. It's so sad because I can't imagine it because of how I am with my son and how my mum was with me, so I can't understand it. The things she said about my weight and me and a person, yeah, she's just, while you've still got her in your life, it's going to continue to happen. She's jealous of her daughter, could quite possibly be. Thank you, Chelsea, that's really kind of you. That's how I feel too, yeah. I think sometimes when you've walked them shoes and you've gone through it and you've got out the other side of it, my friend who's been through something very similar in recent months have cut her family out of her life. She had to do it for herself because she was constantly being put down. Constantly need to cut her off, but it's my dad I feel for. I've got an answer to that, Sarah, because I don't make any secret of the fact that me and Darren's mum don't get on at all. I have to bite my tongue more times than I don't bite my tongue with her, let's put it that way. And I used to feel sorry for his dad, and then I thought, hang on a minute, hang on. They've been married 50 odd years. He's put up with it for 50 odd years. Why do I feel sorry for him? When he stands there telling me how awful she is and all the rest of it, well, you've put up with it for 60 odd years, 50 odd years, however long, so deal with it. I don't feel sorry for her. So you can't feel sorry for your dad because your dad puts up with it. Your dad's put up with it for all his life, probably. So he chose that life. It's the way I think of that. Breaking the ties, heartbreaking. Make sure you have support first if you decide to do it, 100%. My mother has said some horrible things about me and my mental health. That's awful. How can you? Oh, some people are definitely jealous of the kids, 100%, 100%. I've got a friend who's jealous of one of her children massively. It's weird. Right, all your feelings down and give it to her. I love that, Helen. Absolutely love that. It makes me want to be a better mum for my daughter. I never want her to feel how I feel. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. I don't get along with my boyfriend's mum. She's horrible. Yeah. I mean, his mum hates me. She just absolutely hates me. She hates me for the fact that David now lives in his life in a property with a mortgage, living his best life with support, and he's not living like a feral animal in her box room. And she hates me for it. She can continue to hate me because I'll do it all over again within an inch of an heartbeat if it meant getting David to where he's at now with his life. Thank you, everyone. Love you all. Do you feel any better after that, Sarah? I cut my family off to protect my child. I have no support, but I have a happy child. You have a lot of support, Chantal, with us. Yeah, maybe do her a letter and let her respond. I like that, Laura. Have you ever thought about doing something like that, Sarah? My mum has literally allowed her fella to say he will smash my face in, and she laughed. Fucking hell. I'd walk over hot coals for my son. It's like a wall, it's against us. It's like a wall is against us both, his mum and me. Wow. You see, Darren never understood. He always thought that how his mum was normal. It was always, he thought it was normal until he saw how I was with Colby, and then he realised that actually his mum isn't normal the way she treats him. Like, she treats how Darren's turned out like he is. I will never ever understand. Ever. Never understand. But Darren will support me because he knows that whatever I do is always for Darren or David's best interest. I don't give a shit about his mum. I don't care what she says about me. She calls me terrible things. The things that she's said I've done over the years, you wouldn't believe. I've had to get solicitors involved. Honestly, it's been horrendous, the things that she's accused me of over the years, when I've done absolutely nothing. But Darren then seen it, so that makes a difference. So he supports me because he knows that I have only got his and David's best interests at heart. So if your partner is supporting you, then I get it. And if he's not, then I won't be able to stay around. My mother-in-law is the same. She tells her son I'm not good for him. Yeah. Knowing we are not on our own treated like that is can feel discarded. Absolutely. My brother shall abuse me and my mum didn't believe me. Jane, that's terrible. It is bad. My sister threatened to smash my mother-in-law's house up. I don't condone violence. My mum-in-law always puts me down, hair, job, etc. Yeah, she's jealous of you. I'm so sorry to hear that you have been through the same. It's so sad. It's unbelievable how many people are going through the same with the parents. It is. It is. And this is why I want to do these. This is why I want to do these sessions, because I genuinely do believe it helps so many people. I got that many DMs last week. I cannot even begin to tell you how many DMs I got last week, and it was people that were literally telling me that what we talked about had helped them massively. It makes you realise when somebody does something like this, how many people are actually in this situation. It makes you realise how many other people are in it and that you're not on your own. You're absolutely not on your own. Some people deserve to have children when they do this to them. I agree. I feel sorry to hear that. It's awful. What mascara do you use? Your eyelashes look amazing. I've got Tatty lashes on. They are in the... No, they're not. Somebody's took them out. I'll pop them back in the basket. They're in the basket and they are been on since Tuesday. I did them myself. No, I'm not a lash technician. Never done my lashes in my life apart from these Tatty lashes, which I've had a go at now a couple of times. I've put both of them in the basket, girls. Go and have a nose if you want to have a look at them. Excuse me. Thank you, everyone. Has that helped you, Sarah? I had to cut all my family out of my life because of drama. Some people have to. Who's David? Darren's older brother. I didn't speak to my mum for years when she didn't believe me. I'm not surprised. I was lucky to have an amazing mother-in-law who sadly died, and it broke my heart. The only mother figure. That is really sad. Exactly like his mum, that I always say she needs to back off. This is our relationship, not hers. Yeah, she wouldn't come anywhere near our relationship. I suffer with mental health myself. Yeah, a lot of people do. How you feel? I've been through it for 10 years. She should be showing her daughter the way forward. She should, but a lot of people don't. I lost my mum. She was my rock. I lost her at 48 and my nan I lost too. That's super sad. I wish I could talk to you, Vicky, but I don't know where to start. Lauren, send me a DM, darling. Stick it in a message and I'll talk about it. I've been through 3DV. Nobody should go through that. You have these lashes, they're gorgeous, aren't they, Dee? My boyfriend's mum needs to back off in our relationship, not hers. Sometimes that needs to come from your partner and not necessarily from you to the mother. Darren does it all by himself. She knows. Are you doing this again, Vicky? I do one every Sunday, Leslie. I know now I have to do it. And I can only talk about people who I've spoken to with experience, people who have done it, people who have actually cut people out of their lives, the parents, aunties, uncles, sisters, brothers. Sometimes it's for the better. It really is. Your glasses are gorgeous. Thanks, Karen. So yeah, I think sometimes if you've got an interfering partner's mum, dad, sibling, they need to sort that out, not you. Like for me, Darren can go to his mum's every single day of the week. He can go every single day. He can go and spend as much time as he wants there. Just don't ask me to go. And bearing in mind that she lives next door to my son, when I'm at my son's, I still don't go around there. I've got absolutely nothing to say to the woman. Have we sent her Christmas presents? Yes, I had to sit there the other day and send her a Christmas present. Just because. But I don't have anything to do with her. I actually saw her when we come back after the cruise. We were back in the area for 24 hours and some parcels were at her house that I went and collected with Darren. And to be fair, she was actually all right with me. But then 2 days later, she's screaming down the phone at Darren again, and I just will not put up with that. If she wants to ring my husband screaming at him down the phone, I'm going to have my say, because she ain't doing that. Because I won't let a stranger in the street scream in my husband's face. Why does she think that would be allowed? It's absolutely not. It's not acceptable. Okie dokie, Leslie, no problem. Family or not, if it's bad for your mental health, stay away. That's very true. I keep away from my mother-in-law as well. Sometimes it's best, isn't it? Same just for my boyfriend's case. That's why I bought her a Christmas present. Yeah. It's very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult. It's a very difficult situation, but I just literally stepped back and said, it's your mum, deal with it. I don't want anything to do with her anymore. And I kind of had nothing to do with her for a couple of years, and it's been the best solution. I also don't have much dealings with David neither, because when I see David and she finds out, she makes his life hell. So David doesn't know how to deal with that. So a prime example, we'd left, as we were going away on the cruise, we'd left his mum and dad's, and we were going to nip to David's to drop something off. I can't remember now. His advent calendar. We were going to drop that off. So she knew. Met up with him. What are you on about? Just a blatant lie. Just a complete lie. He'd literally drove onto a drive, got the parcel, drove off a drive and drove down south. He'd been gone for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And she literally rang Darren up screaming down the phone saying, why's he parked your car on my drive? She fucking doolally. Blows me head. Blows me head. Colby's my son, Jane, who unfortunately lives next door to his mum. She's been there for me 9 years. That's really nice. She's after attention. I don't know what she's after. She doesn't go the right way about getting attention. Yeah. My mother is a manipulative liar. Yeah. Will Dee stand up to her? Yeah, 100% he does. Yeah, he never used to. But he never used to because he didn't see it. He never saw it as it being... He never saw it that it was an issue because he didn't realise. If it was a man, I'd be telling you to pack his bags and fucking get rid. So why is it any different with a child? It absolutely isn't. He needs... The thing is, if you don't do anything about it, he's going to continue to do this, and his next girlfriend, and his girlfriend after that, and his girlfriend after that, and his partner, and his husband, and his wife, and his da-da-da-da-da-da. It'll just continue. You need to nip it in the bud now, because he's going to just continue to learn that behaviour, and he's going to continue to treat people like that. You should not. I've put up with it for years. You don't put up with that. He's your child. He should know the boundaries. The police will always end up, he will think it's the Narmy will. I think Debs, you need to seriously sit him down with a list, or just give him the list and just say, I need you to read this. Write him a letter. Put it all in a letter. Write everything in a letter to him and give it him. You don't deserve to live like this. I sound relationship, I talk about my alcoholism, I talk about my recovery, and I talk about unboxing everything and anything. I'm telling you now, if you have been in a narcissistic relationship, you have to go and get CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy, because I'm telling you now, that changed my life. And I live my life every single day today by CBT, every day. So as I was talking about his mum before, I deal with it. She used to trigger me. She's the person that's triggered me to drink a bottle of wine since I've been in recovery. She's triggered me on a couple of occasions, but then I stopped it. She's not fucking doing that to me anymore. Absolutely not, because that was my coping mechanism. So my way of dealing with her is, if I don't have anything to do with her, I still get shit off her. But do you know what I'm saying? If I have nothing to do with her, it's usually a lot better, because I can take control of that. I can take control of that situation. I'm responsible for my own actions. I'm not responsible for anybody else's. So I've got two options. I either go after her and go for her for whatever she's said or done. It ain't going to make a blind bit of difference because she's not right. Or I just go, do you know what? That's just how she is. I have fuck all to do with her because she's just not right. I might as well go down that road because the outcome's the same. I swear by CBT, swear by it. My ex told me what to do and what to wear was within 14 years. So do mine, Amanda. You're not wearing that skirt, it's a bit short. That lipstick's not very nice. Oh, your ass looks fat in that. Have you put weight on? Have you changed your hair colour? I don't like them glasses. You're not going out like that. You look dead fat. What have you done with that? Why are you wearing that? You're too old to wear that. Who's going to want you with a belly like that? Oh my God, look at the state of your legs. You're vile. Oh yeah, I've had it all. Had it all. We've had it all. CBT is amazing, Lauren. It's the best thing ever. I'm on the waiting list for it. I have to have CBT for trauma. It's amazing. Amazing. CBT is great. Change the way you think, 100%. I agree. Find the tools to manage. Yeah, 100%. She was 66. I lost her to cancer. I watched her take her last breath. Bless you, Sophie. I'm on the waiting list for CBT. CBT is amazing. It is amazing. Now, what I will tell you is I've done it twice. So the first time I did it, I was still actively drinking. I was still in addiction. I didn't want to stop drinking. I was doing it because everybody else around me wanted me to do it.